So, a founder told me last week that his company was customer led because his customer success team had hit a net promoter score of 70. I asked him a simple follow up question. Who decided what got built on the product roadmap this quarter? Sales, mostly, he said, based on whichever deal was biggest and loudest at the time. That's good customer service sitting inside a sales led company. Nothing more. And I want to clear up the confusion that I run into constantly with founders because it isn't a small mix up. It changes who gets listened to inside your business, and it also changes where your growth actually comes from. So there are three growth models that most B2B SaaS founders have heard of, whether or not they've ever put a name to them. Product-led growth starts with the product, the tool that does the selling, usage that drives up expansion. Sign up is self-service. Typically, that works well with smaller ticket items. Sales-led growth starts with the pipeline. So an AE identifies a problem, builds a deal, closes it, and renews it the next year. Now, customer-led growth starts somewhere else entirely. It starts with the customer's problem, not the one in your pitch deck. And it works backwards from there through your roadmap, your pricing, your go-to-market motion, and your expansion plan. That's the definition. And most founders get it wrong in a specific and predictable place. When they hear customer-led, they translate it straight into customer service. We answer tickets fast. Our customer satisfaction scores are strong. Our customer success team is lovely to work with. Job done, tick. But service is reactive and responding well to what a customer already asked for. Customer-led growth is a structural thing. It's about which team and which metric actually has the authority to change what your business does next, based on the customer's business needs, whether or not they've asked for it yet. Service asks, did we make this customer happy today? Customer-led growth asks, what did we learn from the customers change a decision anywhere else in the company? Try this test in your own business. Think about the last time your product roadmap actually changed. Was it because of a signal that your customer success team picked up? Something about how your customers were genuinely using or struggling with the product? Or was it because one big sales deal needed a feature to close? If it's always the second one, you're running a sales-led company with a genuinely good customer service team bolted on. And there's nothing wrong with it on its own. Just don't call it something that it isn't, because the label changes what you're investing in next. I see the mix-up cost founders in a specific, predictable way, because they pour money into customer success headcount, better support tooling, faster response times, which are all reasonable things on paper. But then they can't work out why the growth doesn't move, because none of this touches the actual mechanism. Customer-led growth isn't a bigger, nicer customer success team. It's a customer signal with real authority attached to it. And that's the authority to shape the product roadmap, to change how a deal gets structured before it's signed, and authority to decide which customers get proactive attention before they've even had to ask for it. That authority doesn't show up just because you hired someone with a good attitude. I've seen this happen in the same way in both corporates and in scale-ups. It gets built through three things: alignment between what your leaders promise and what your teams can actually deliver. A customer journey that is redesigned around the handover points where information genuinely travels between teams. And a customer success function with enough commercial fluency to read the signal in the first place long before it turns into a support ticket. If something in the last 2 minutes felt uncomfortably familiar, that's a useful sign, because it means that you can still catch it while it's cheap to fix. If you want a straight answer as to whether your business is actually customer-led or just customer-nice, that's exactly what I will help dig into in a customer-led growth clarity call. It's a free 45-minute, no-pitch call where we look at one key problem in your business and build a 30-day plan to help you fix it. And the plain question is, does your product roadmap ever change because of what your customer team is hearing? Or is it only changing because of what your sales team is selling? What's your honest answer?